This is a game that my daughter bought me a couple of weeks ago. It lets you share your experiences with others, putting your mind out there for others to see. Well, welcome to me. I'm not familiar with the technology behind it, but I think some kind of artificial intelligence connects with my subconscious and turns my memories into a gamified experience. You can poke around while I speak, by the way. It makes people feel less alone. I don't really have a problem with my loneliness, but I promised my daughter I'd try it. So here we go. It looks nice and inviting with uncanny subnotes. Yeah, I guess that's me. Let's stay away from there for now. Just in case anyone tries to violate the privacy of the unconscious. Let's start with this one. I'm not avoiding or anything. Normally, I'd dig a hole in me and then fall into it, but this time I decided that instead of falling in, I would willingly go in. But I need a set of tools to do this. First of all, I have to be able to see things from a distance. I'll need a cover to protect me from the outside world, legs to stand still or escape, and some power within me to keep going. All right, I'm ready for a fancy retrospective now. Oh, that one. This is not an era I'm particularly proud of, I'll say that. Something felt missing, but I couldn't tell if it was something missing in my life or in myself. So I heeded a call, still unsure if it was from life itself or from within me. That in itself is a difficult distinction, whether something belongs within me or outside of me. Inside becomes outside sometimes. Then you realize there's nothing left inside. You're empty. Here's something to focus on. Emptiness. Absence. Then this emptiness starts to make sense. The nothingness turns into something. As a grown woman, I feel like I'm in the group of people with the smallest margin for error. It's like everyone's just waiting for me to slip up so they can speak their own truth. OMG, you feed your cat with that? Oh, you buy toys for your child? We encourage ours to make their own toys. Is that what you put on your face with this skin type? Give me a break. I have never been a fan of small talk, and I'm already exceptionally incompetent at it. It makes me scream in my head with a frozen smile on my face. I yearn for meaningful conversations and silences worth sharing. Being needed by someone gives you a power you didn't even know you had. Then, when that need is gone, you realize that you have defined your own value through the needs of others. And it can be tough to find your own self-worth again, totally independent from someone else. It's really strange that the thing you trust the most and the thing you fear the most is your own mind. Recently, my daughter told me that she doesn't want to be a mom. I thought it was normal since I thought the same at that age. But when I asked her why, I was surprised by her answer. Global warming, wars, famine. It seems selfish to bring a child into a world that is heading towards apocalypse, she said. Ouch. And what am I doing here? I treat all these as writing material and produce mediocre work in certain templates? Given that most people are mediocre, by the very definition of the word, it pays well. Delicious. Coffee. You realize the value of time when you lose it, like everything else. Even if I say, let's drop everything and go, there still won't be enough time to do everything that's left in me. My fertility is ending, my body is aging, my biological limits are shrinking. My marriage is not going very well. And you know what scares me the most? Being an only child, facing the death of my parents all alone. You have to understand me now because I'm not a book. Because no one can read me after I die, I have to be understood while I'm alive. It says in one of the books I've read, a perfectly reasonable demand. Anyway, now it's time to make something out of nothing. Actually, I don't really feel like going there right now, you know? Let's just reminisce about my childhood for a bit, shall we? I know it will pop up eventually, but there's no harm in giving yourself some time, right? I found a robot in the nooks of my mind. How long have you been here confined? Your mood discs seem quite normal, just a tad bit misplaced. Fortunately, it guides me on how to get them replaced. It has gotten sophisticated so quickly. But who said anyway that the emotions were elementary?
Leila,
Yeah,
I'm going to your grandma for the weekend. Huh?
I'm coming, Mama. Where were we?
Even I don't have such complex emotions, do I? Okay, I guess that was a lie. So you unplugged your wires. If I replug them, would you tell me your desires? So you wanted to protect yourself by disconnecting, obviously. But why, dear robot? Why was it necessary? I guess I'm figuring it out. I should place these pieces symmetrically, right? 1 down, 5 to go. Let's see if I can get it down to 0. One last one, then it's over. I'll take this burden off your shoulder. Now that we fixed the error, did it help to see the bigger picture? Now that everything's cleared up, my mouth can shut the rhyme. Uh-oh, what's happening? On second thought, maybe the childhood wasn't such a good idea after all. Let's try something else. Is that okay?
can see myself trapped in here, in this moment. That's totally normal. Minds do that sometimes, right? Yeah. Let's move on. No.
Seeing my father like that had some ramifications on my adolescence. I'm not saying that what you're about to see is entirely his fault. I'm just saying. Here I am, drifting on the shores of my life. My family and professors expect me to have a brilliant academic career. I know that I will be successful if I commit myself, but I don't want to be an academic. I want to be the person that the academics talk about in their theses. About my works, of course, not as a clinical case. I love traveling the world, getting to know different cultures, but I'm not sure if I could adopt this as a lifestyle. I feel that a stable sense of home is important for me. Sometimes I feel like a child who will never grow up. Maybe I will grow up if I become a mom, but I also realize that having children to make myself grow up is a wrong motivation. Although rural life seems peaceful when I first think about it, it somehow feels disconnected from time and space, as if it doesn't matter when and where we are. But I want to be at the heart of the age I live in. There are so many things I want to be. If I accept that I can't be all of them at once, maybe the futures I gave up on will come to life in my creations. Should I become a writer for the sake of all of the selves I can't be? I'm drowning in the sheer number of options. Then an unexpected voice says, "What if you are afraid to choose one because you already know deep down that you won't be successful in any of them?" And I realize there are many more depths I can drown in.
Whew. It was just a dream. At least, the physical drowning part. I do this to myself, striving to fit into the mold of others' expectations, just to feel loved. Yet the more I bend to their wishes, the farther I drift from who I truly am. Being the only child of an immigrant family doesn't make things easier either. I always feel I have to put in more effort than anyone else. Anyway, time to switch up this mood now. This is my territory, my safe haven where I can be alone. And I'm gonna start by putting on some chill music. Now, it's time for me to get back to the world outside. Makeup time! Okay, Leila, you got this. Put your masks on. Too many people. Hey, girls! Oh my god, did you hear? No, Auntie, there's no wedding anytime soon. Yes, Uncle, I'm still a student. If I came here often, you'd remember me. Finally, I'm ready to get rid of my... Oh no. Have I spent too much time behind these masks? Come on, get off! Okay, one more pull. I'm such a mess. But I must be here somewhere. Whew, it's good to be back to normal. Wake up, Leila. You have a ton of homework due tomorrow. Four shots of me. Totally random. Let me check my page first. Oh, I forgot to connect to the internet. Silly me. Look at him. He's so handsome. Sometimes I feel like he's not really my boyfriend, and I only fantasize that he is. Especially when he disappears. I'll text him again. Anyway, I was supposed to do homework. Idiot. Whew, it all looks gibberish to me. Oops, I was going to get back to my homework, but I ended up here. It was like my cursor had a mind of its own. Wait, isn't this our photo? Did he cut me out of the picture? That's my hair. This is the profile page of a single guy. Where do I fit into his life?
It was hard to trust. And I was so bad at dealing with all these emotions that I've decided to play safe. Pick an average guy with a decent and steady income, moderate amount of feelings involved. Care for each other, take care of the home, care for your kid, be a wife, be a mother, be safe, be happy. Oh, as a child, when my parents sent me to the village to stay with my granny, I spent most of my time in this treehouse. It looks neglected, almost forgotten. I'm happy to be back to this memory. The more I think about it, the more vivid the memories become in my mind. I guess aging is partly the wisdom of understanding which memories you should cherish and which ones you should let fade. Oh, it's smaller than I remembered. Welcome to my adult life. Look at this natural light. Sometimes I go out just to wear the clothes I bought. When I dress Benki up, it feels like I'm playing those girl dress-up games from my childhood again. My baby doll has an artistic spirit, like her mother. Ew. It makes me feel safe, all these routines. Which book are you reaching for, sweetie? It's your grandma's favorite tale, Leila and Majnun. That's where Mommy's name comes from. It wasn't a very child-friendly story anyway. I thought being safe would keep me peaceful and happy enough, but instead, it bored me. I felt detached, lost, unfulfilled. Some mistakes were made. So I was here getting some inspiration for my book. Let's see, what have we found so far? If I take this and that, then add a little bit of this one, and I combine it with that, it's ready to be sent, I guess. These job emails are like a competition, to say the least, with the most words. I wish there was an app that summarized them. What should I change now? Now, should we make them a book cover to judge? My book had been approved and I thought I deserved some celebration. Yay, cha-ching, fulfillment, blah, 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 whatever. You get the idea. We can skip this part. Here's the truth about myself that I didn't want to think about. I am writing simple stuff because whenever I attempt to write about deep topics, I tend to laugh at myself. One can hear the quotation marks in my sentence. I can't even say deep. When I was in my 20s, depths and peaks were my common visiting spots, though. I have a confession. I may have left out a few things when I talked about that day at the cafe. Writing bestseller stuff was also bad, yes. But unfortunately, it was not the worst thing I did at that time. I can't bear to watch anymore. Yes, the same thing. With slightly older child and less involved husband this time. Here we go. Ugh, whatever. She has so much potential. Wait, what if she becomes like me? Runs adrift and ends up being nothing like me? Bengi, come here and tidy up your room. Have some discipline. How much longer is this going to take? All my years feel like a day, and yet my days seem to last for years. I can't be with them right now. Get clean already! I think that pot was empty. Oh well, whatever. That story I read to Bengi years ago. What was the ending? Who was I? My mind is desperately exceptionally keep scream in my head. I have to be understood. My loneliness, my fall down felt invisible, slowly eating me up. Who was the truth about my disconnected? All these I have to be understood. Who am I? My reflection reveals a story of remorse and penance. It's time I write a new chapter of my own. Even in my darkest moments, my daughter's love reminds me of the light within. I allow this water to cleanse my body and my spirit, washing away my guilt and pain. Losing myself in the pages of a book brings me solace, and peace begins to replace the chaos. As I preserve these tomatoes, I'm also preserving my hope for brighter days ahead through the simple acts of daily life. I finally wrote a book just for myself, but I also hope it finds its way to those who need it most. With these words, I step beyond my inner world and back into the vast embrace of the universe.
A lens on the eye, mirror to the past, mistakes watching us, all the regrets at the front. Who knows the answer? How one forgive herself? Mistakes watching us with the regrets at the front. I believe in us. We can make it ours if we can make some time to wash the pain away. Say what you wanna say, I'll be the other guy. Don't engulf in his dreams, let me show you how it's done. Show you how it's done. Praise the madness, you'll praise it from your heart. And embrace the freedom you don't wanna be. I wanna be. Say what you wanna say, I'll be the other guy.